Hi, it's Jason again, here with a demo of L0phtcrack. In this particular demo, we're going to be doing things manually. Last time we used the wizard, but this time we're going to do everything by hand. So you'll notice that we have a clean and empty session here inside L0phtcrack. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is specify the computer that we want to run our audit on. So to do that, we go to the top left, and instead of clicking wizard like we did before, this time we're going to just choose to import our hashes. Once you do that, you're able to specify the computer that you want to use. In this demo, we're just going to be running it off the local machine, but in a workplace environment, you might choose a specific remote machine on your network. In this case, you'll see that my computer is not actually connected to a Windows network, so there's no other computers to show. You could also actually choose different types of external files. These various types are typically used when your IT department is storing backups of files or running your computers off of images, so that you can actually run this analysis and audit on backup image data instead of trying to pound your network and running the audit across your live system. But again, in this case, we're just going to be running it off the local machine, so click OK. And you see that it's going to be loading in all of our different hashes and our different user accounts. In this case, there's really only two user accounts on the system that are currently active. Is the share account, which is a very simple user account with a simple password that's just used when friends come over to my house and we want to share things across the network. So I can give them a simple login without having to compromise the rest of my system. And then I have tbrooks, which is the main account of my system. So these are the accounts that we're going to be cracking. So once we've loaded in our different hashes, now we get to choose what type of attack are we going to use against these accounts. So to do that, you go up to the top and you're going to choose Session Options. And here's a pretty simple window that gives you the different choices of attacks. So yes, we're just going to obviously include a simple dictionary attack that just uses simple words that you would find in a dictionary. It's really fast, but it only finds the weakest passwords. You can also choose a dictionary hybrid attack. This does like simple dictionary words, but it does variations of those words. So like it's saying Dana 99 or monkeys with an exclamation point. It's fast, but it's only looking for weak passwords. You can also choose to do a pre-computed attack. This uses rainbow tables like we used in one of our earlier assignments, where the hashes has been pre-computed, and typically you could grab these off the internet. And here you could just load the different rainbow table files that you want to use. And then finally, you can run just a straight-up brute force attack. In this, you can choose the character set that you want to run it on, whether it's just the alphabet, or if you want to include numbers, letters, and all symbols. This takes a long time, but it's going to be able to basically crack theoretically any password if you give it enough time. But you can specify that the minimum and the maximum amount of effort that you want to put into this, just to say, like, if it can't find it after a certain amount of time, give up. But again, this is the most intensive things. For this particular demo, we don't want to use rainbow tables. We don't want to use a brute force attack. I don't really even want to run this hybrid attack. So we're just going to simply do a dictionary attack. In practice, you might use any combination of these depending on your particular needs. So we'll choose that. We'll click OK. And now all we have to do is click Begin. You'll see that it's running over here on the right. It's running a dictionary attack, and again, it was super fast. The audit was completed. There's only 2 accounts, and it was running the simplest of attacks, so it's really fast. You'll see that again, it cracked the share account's password, because share, that's probably one of the first words that you're going to find in the dictionary, and it was unable to crack tbrooks using the simple dictionary attack, because the password for tbrooks is not found in the dictionary. That's one of my more advanced, elaborate passwords that doesn't use simple words. We can also just look at a general report like we did before when we ran our wizard demo. Again, you can see that one of our passwords is at high risk, which is that share account. It's saying 2 are empty, but that's because it couldn't figure them out. The password character set, again, all of them that it found uses a simple alphabetic character set. And the audit method that was successful in cracking the passwords was the dictionary attack, and you can see that the average password length was 5 of the one password. It was 5 characters long. And so you can run this across multiple systems or multiple computers on your network. You can run across a particular computer on your network. And when you do things manually, you have a bit more control. But again, it's still pretty simple.